What if I told you there's a secret style rulebook that some of the wealthiest, most refined women on the planet follow? It's not written down anywhere. You won't find it in magazines or fashion blogs. But once you know it, you start to notice it everywhere. These women, often from generations of quiet wealth, carry themselves with a timeless kind of elegance. And here's the real secret. It's not about what they wear, it's about what they refuse to wear. Their wardrobes whisper sophistication. They don't chase trends. They don't scream luxury. They don't need to. Because style, true style, isn't loud. It's subtle, intentional, and impossible to fake. So today we're pulling back the curtain on that rule book. We're diving into the 8 things old money women never wear, and why avoiding them might be the most stylish move you ever make. This isn't about dressing rich. It's about dressing smart, with grace, with confidence, with class that never goes out of style. Yet whether you come from a wealthy background or not, you can still embody this look. Because old money style isn't about your bank account. It's about taste, and good taste. That's always in fashion. Let's get started. Let's start with one of the biggest giveaways of trying too hard: flashy logos. You know the look. The giant designer name stamped across a handbag, the bold belt buckle screaming Gucci, or that jacket covered in monogram prints from shoulder to cuff. Sure, it might look expensive at first glance, but to women of old money, it screams insecurity. Why? Because when your outfit relies on brand names to prove value, it's no longer about personal style. It's about status signaling. Wearing loud logos often feels like shouting, "Look at me, I can afford this." But here's the irony. The people who can afford it rarely feel the need to prove it. To the old money woman, fashion should never be loud. Logos become visual clutter, taking away from the true beauty of the garment. And worse, they can quickly turn tacky. Trends change, logos evolve, but poor taste, that sticks. There's nothing elegant about looking like a walking advertisement. That belt buckle doesn't make you stylish. It makes you look like you're trying to be stylish. And old money never tries. It simply is. So the next time you reach for that logo-covered tote or statement belt, ask yourself, is this about self-expression or validation? Now let's flip the script, because when you remove the noise of logos, something incredible happens. Your style begins to speak on its own. Old money women live by one key fashion principle. Style should whisper, not shout. That's why instead of chasing brand recognition, they focus on craftsmanship, quality, and timeless design. Picture this: a buttery soft leather bag with clean lines, no flashy label, a belt made of genuine Italian leather, minimal buckle, perfect stitching, a cashmere coat that drapes effortlessly, no tags in sight, yet screams refinement. These pieces don't rely on a name to impress. They let the details do the talking. The texture, the fit, the finish, all quietly saying, "This woman knows who she is." Choosing logo-free fashion isn't about hiding wealth. It's about not needing to flaunt it, because true confidence doesn't come from branding. It comes from knowing your worth, no label required. And let's be honest, nothing is more luxurious than restraint. Quiet luxury is a mindset. It's not about what everyone else thinks. It's about what feels right, what lasts, what aligns with your identity. Next time you shop, skip the bold branding. Instead, run your hands over the stitching. Feel the fabric. Notice the weight of the material. Ask yourself, would I still love this if no one knew where it was from? If the answer is yes, let's talk about trends, or more specifically, the obsession with them. One minute it's neon crop tops, the next it's oversized bubble sneakers. Then come the alien-inspired sunglasses all over Instagram. And just like that, your wardrobe becomes a rotating door of fashion experiments, most of which are destined to be forgotten faster than you can say clearance rack. Old money women, they don't play that game. To them, dressing in ultra-trendy pieces feels like wearing someone else's personality. Loud, uncertain, and constantly changing. Trends are designed for mass appeal. But elegance? Elegance is personal. It's deliberate. And it's timeless. Wearing every new trend that hits the runway doesn't make you stylish. It makes you a follower. And let's be honest, many trends age poorly. You know the feeling, looking back at an old photo in low-rise jeans, feather boas, or metallic leggings and cringing hard. Old money women never have to experience that kind of fashion regret. They avoid the trap completely by skipping what's hot today and investing in what still looks good 10 years from now. They don't chase youth through fast fashion. They embrace maturity through timelessness. So what do they wear instead? What fills their wardrobes if not runway-fueled fads? Let's step into their closet, where every piece tells a story and none of them begin with, "I saw it on TikTok." The old money wardrobe is like a curated museum. Every item has been chosen with intention, not impulse. Instead of chasing trends, they build a foundation of timeless classics. These are the true MVPs of their closet. Think perfectly tailored black blazers, crisp white button-down shirts, luxurious knit sweaters in neutral tones, silk blouses, trench coats, and leather loafers that never go out of style. These pieces are seasonless, not just in terms of weather, but in terms of relevance. Old money women understand that good style isn't about quantity, it's about longevity. They'd rather have 10 high-quality classic pieces than a closet stuffed with 20 fast fashion outfits that fall apart after one wash. And here's the real beauty. Timeless clothing simplifies your life. No more wondering if something is still in. No more wasting money on trends that will be out in 6 weeks. When your wardrobe is built on enduring pieces, every outfit becomes effortless, and every look becomes iconic. They dress for themselves, not for attention, not for clicks, likes, or compliments. But paradoxically, that's exactly why they get attention. Because confidence wrapped in timelessness is magnetic. So next time you shop, pause before grabbing the latest trend. Instead ask, will I still love this in 5 years? If the answer is yes, then you're dressing for style, not. Let's talk fabric. Because even the most stylish cut or color can be ruined by one thing: cheap materials. Enter synthetic fabrics: polyester, acrylic, rayon, nylon, all the usual suspects lining the racks of fast fashion stores. At first glance, they look fine. They mimic the appearance of silk, wool, even linen. But once you touch them, something feels off. They cling awkwardly, they trap heat, they wrinkle poorly, or worse, never wrinkle at all, giving that unmistakable plastic sheen. Old money women wouldn't go near them. Why? Because they value more than just looks. They care about texture, breathability, longevity, and above all, authenticity. Synthetic fabrics feel disposable. They age poorly, wear down quickly, and often give an outfit a cheap, artificial vibe, no matter how stylish the design may be. And the worst part? They never quite move the way natural fabrics do. There's no drape, no elegance, no life to them. Wearing synthetics might seem like a budget-friendly choice, but over time it's more expensive in every way because you keep replacing pieces that never truly satisfied in the first place. Now imagine walking into a room and your clothing doesn't just look good. It feels incredible. It breathes, flows, and elevates your presence without saying a word. That's the magic of natural fabrics. And it's where the old money style truly shines. Old money women have a deep love affair with quality materials. They know that fabric is the foundation of every great outfit, so they choose theirs with care. Their closets are full of natural fibers that speak of refinement and timelessness. Wool, silk, linen, cotton, cashmere. These materials don't just look elegant, they are elegant. Silk glides against the skin with a softness no synthetic can imitate. Wool keeps you warm while still breathing beautifully. Linen, it wrinkles, yes, but that's part of its charm. Those creases tell a story of relaxed elegance and real-world wear. When you wear natural fabrics, you feel the difference. They move with you, drape gracefully, and last for years and even decades if cared for properly. Old money women often invest in fewer pieces, but make sure each one is made of materials that stand the test of time. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Natural fabrics carry quiet confidence. They age beautifully, much like the women who wear them. So when shopping, flip the label. Check what your clothes are made of. If the tag screams 100% polyester, consider walking away. And when you find that perfect silk blouse or wool blazer, treat it as more than just clothing. Treat it as part of your legacy, because when it comes to elegance, nothing beats the touch of the real thing. Let's be honest, we've all been tempted by that bright neon blazer or a wild animal print dress that looked fun in the store, but felt completely overwhelming once we got home. That's exactly what old money women avoid like the plague. Flashy colors, bold patterns, psychedelic swirls. They might look exciting on a runway, but in real life, they often scream one thing, trying too hard. These loud pieces dominate the room. They don't let you shine. They steal the spotlight. Old money women understand that true elegance isn't about being the loudest. It's about being the most refined presence in the room. And nothing undermines that quiet power faster than a head-to-toe look in highlighter yellow or leopard print leggings. And let's not forget, loud prints age badly. What feels edgy today can feel downright embarrassing a year from now. When your outfit walks into the room before you do, it's time to rethink the message you're sending. Because confidence doesn't need bright red polka dots or rainbow florals. It needs subtlety, intention, and timeless restraint. So, what do old money women wear instead? If not bright patterns or shouty colors, then what? Let's open their closet and step into a world built on elegance, calm, and quiet power, where every shade and pattern has a purpose. Old money women build their wardrobes on a timeless color palette, one that never goes out of style and works for every occasion. Think ivory, camel, navy, charcoal, crisp white, soft beige, muted taupe. These shades don't scream. They speak softly, with sophistication. They're versatile, understated, and endlessly elegant. They know that when you wear refined colors, you become the focus, not your outfit. And that's the real goal of quiet luxury, to frame the woman, not distract from her. When it comes to patterns, the same rule applies. Forget loud florals or zebra stripes. Instead, they opt for classics like pinstripes, houndstooth, subtle checks, or light tweed textures. These prints are not only tasteful, they hold up over time, never feeling dated or gimmicky. And here's the secret. A monochrome outfit in soft neutrals can be far more striking than any bold pattern. Why? Because it suggests control, confidence, and quiet authority. That beige trench coat, the navy cashmere turtleneck, the black pencil skirt paired with a white silk blouse. These aren't boring, they're iconic. So next time you feel tempted by something loud and trendy, pause for a moment and ask yourself, will this add to my elegance or compete with it? If it competes, leave it, because in the world of old money style, less isn't just more, it's everything. We need to talk about revealing clothing. Yes, we're in a time where confidence and body positivity are celebrated, and that's a beautiful thing. But let's be clear. Confidence isn't about showing everything. It's about knowing when to show something and when to hold back. Old money women know this distinction well. You'll rarely, if ever, see them in skin-tight bodycon dresses, ultra-short skirts, or plunging necklines that barely hold together. Why? Because they understand that showing too much skin isn't chic, it's cheap. There's a fine line between tasteful allure and overexposure, and crossing it often leads to the wrong kind of attention. Wearing clothes that are too revealing can make you seem like you're seeking approval, rather than owning your space with grace. Old money women dress to express confidence, not desperation. They believe mystery is powerful, and the less you reveal, the more attention you naturally draw. And here's the thing, trends that glorify hyperexposure come and go, but true class never shouts, "Look at my body." It whispers, "Look at my presence." So how do these women pull off looking confident, feminine, and powerful without bearing it all? Let's look at how old money women use structure, elegance, and subtlety to master the art of understated allure. Old money women have mastered the balance between elegance and sensuality. Their secret, structure, fit, and suggestion, not exposure. Instead of bodycon dresses, they opt for midi-length silhouettes that hug in the right places but leave room to breathe. They wear high-neck blouses made of silk, tailored trousers, and structured dresses that move with grace rather than cling. It's not about hiding their figure. It's about framing it with sophistication. Take, for example, a perfectly cut pencil skirt that grazes just below the knee, or a fitted blazer that cinches the waist and suggests power, or a dress with an open back, subtle, surprising, and elegant. These elements draw attention not by showing skin, but by celebrating the woman wearing them. They prove that modesty is not the enemy of femininity. In fact, it's often the most seductive approach of all, because true allure isn't loud. It's found in confidence, posture, and the way a woman carries herself. Old money style is built on this energy. Less, but better. Simple, but unforgettable. So next time you're choosing an outfit for an evening out, try skipping the obvious. Choose something that leaves just enough to the imagination and lets you be the focus, not your neckline or hemline. Because elegance that holds something back, that's what turns heads and keeps them turned. We've all seen it. Huge hoop earrings, chunky rhinestone necklaces, layered bangles clinking with every move. In some circles, that's called making a statement. But in the world of old money, it's more like making a mistake. Flashy, oversized jewelry isn't just distracting. It often looks desperate. The goal of jewelry isn't to compete with your personality. It's to quietly enhance it. Old money women don't walk into a room sounding like a wind chime. They don't wear necklaces so bold they take over the outfit, or rings so large they steal attention from everything else. And let's not forget the trend of more is more. Layered chains, multiple statement rings, stacked bracelets. Sure, it's eye-catching, but it can come across as costumey, not classy. Here's the truth. When your jewelry is the first thing people notice, before your presence, before your confidence, it's doing too much. Old money women understand that true sophistication doesn't need to sparkle at full volume. Because when you rely on bling to look polished, you lose the power of restraint. So if the goal isn't to bedazzle or blind, what kind of jewelry does radiate quiet wealth? Let's take a look inside the old money jewelry box, where subtle shine speaks louder than sparkle ever could. In the world of old money, jewelry is chosen with intention, not impulse. It's never about showing off. It's about finishing a look with grace, their signature. Understated pieces that whisper refinement. Think. A pair of simple pearl studs, a thin gold chain with a delicate pendant, a slim bracelet that catches the light, not the spotlight. Each piece is worn not for attention, but to elevate the elegance of the woman herself. You won't find trendy pieces in this collection. No oversized diamonds, no plastic statement earrings, no rainbow-colored accessories screaming for likes. Instead, the old money woman treats her jewelry like punctuation. It enhances the sentence, but never becomes the sentence. Her pieces are often heirloom quality. They hold meaning, and they age beautifully, just like her wardrobe, and just like her style. Another key? They never overdo it. Wearing one meaningful piece, a vintage watch, a dainty necklace, or a signet ring, speaks volumes about taste, restraint, and tradition. Less really is more. So the next time you reach for jewelry, ask yourself, does this add quiet polish, or am I just adding noise? Choose pieces that feel timeless, not trendy. And remember, the goal isn't to sparkle brighter than everyone else. It's to shine with quiet confidence. Because in the world of true elegance, the woman should outshine her jewelry every time. We all have that one piece in our closet. A blazer that's a little too long in the sleeves, a pair of pants that sag in all the wrong places, or a dress that clings, but not in a flattering way. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Nothing ruins elegance faster than a bad fit. You could be wearing the most expensive brand in the world, but if it fits like a potato sack, it looks like one too. Old money women understand this well. To them, wearing ill-fitting clothes is the ultimate fashion faux pas. Baggy, unstructured pieces say, I didn't try. Too tight, uncomfortable ones say, I tried too hard. Neither option is elegant. Both scream carelessness. Yet in the world of fast fashion and one size fits most, proper tailoring has become a lost art. And it shows. Pants that drag on the ground, jackets that drown the wearer, waistlines that sit just a little too high or too low. Every detail matters. Because when clothes don't fit, they distract. They take away from your presence. They make you blend in. Or worse, look like you borrowed someone else's outfit. So how do old money women make every outfit look like it was custom made, even if it wasn't? Let's talk about the one word that changes everything. Tailoring. Old money women don't rely on luck when it comes to fit. They rely on tailors. Whether it's a $100 blazer or a $1,000 one, they make sure it fits like it was designed just for them. That's the secret. Tailoring turns ordinary pieces into elevated essentials. It sharpens silhouettes. It enhances posture. It adds instant polish, no labels required. Picture a pair of trousers that hit perfectly at the ankle, a blouse that hugs the shoulders just right, a dress that follows your natural shape without clinging, That's not luck, that's intention. Old money women know their body and they know how clothes should sit on it. They aren't afraid to hem, tuck, nip, or reshape because perfection lies in the details. It's not about being skinny or curvy. It's about balance, proportion, and structure. Even off-the-rack pieces become timeless investments when they're tailored to flatter you specifically. And here's the best part. You don't need to be rich to tailor your clothes. Just a good local seamstress and a willingness to prioritize fit over fast. So before you donate that dress that just didn't look right, ask yourself, did it really not suit me? Or was it never fitted to me? Because when your clothes fit you perfectly, you carry yourself differently. You feel like the best version of yourself. And that is what old money elegance is all about. Let's wrap this up with a big one. Overdone beauty. We've all seen it. Thick foundation that looks caked on. Heavy contour lines. Neon eyeshadow. Lashes so long they practically need their own zip code. And then there's the hair. Stiff updos, sky-high curls, or perfectly sculpted styles that don't move an inch. In certain settings it might look glamorous, but to old money women, it just looks like too much effort and not enough refinement. Here's the truth. Overdone makeup doesn't make you look more beautiful. It makes you look like you're hiding something. And when your look feels like it took hours of work, you lose that effortless elegance that defines quiet wealth. Old money women aren't trying to be noticed for their makeup. They want to be seen, truly seen, for their presence, not their eyeliner. And when your beauty routine becomes a performance, you risk losing the most powerful beauty tool you have, authenticity. So if full glam isn't the answer, what is? Let's explore how old money women embrace natural beauty and still manage to turn heads without saying a. Old money beauty is all about looking polished, but never forced, effortless, but always intentional. Their approach, less makeup, better skin, softer hair. Instead of caking on product, they focus on skincare first. A glowing complexion is the foundation, literally, of their entire beauty philosophy. Then comes minimal makeup, a light, luminous base, a hint of blush to bring life to the cheeks, neutral eyeshadow, maybe a touch of mascara, soft, natural-looking brows, and lips in shades like rose, nude, or barely there pink. It's not about transformation. It's about enhancement. Hair. Forget stiff styles and perfect curls. Old money hair is touchable, movable, and natural-looking. Think a classic blowout, soft waves, or a sleek, low bun. The goal is to look like your best self, not like someone else entirely. Think of style icons like Grace Kelly, Kate Middleton, or Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. They didn't need glitter or bold eyeliner to captivate a room. They let their poise do the talking. And that's the magic. Old money women don't chase beauty trends. They invest in habits that create lasting beauty, inside and out. So before your next night out, ask yourself, do I feel like me in this look? Because elegance begins the moment you stop trying so hard and start showing up as your most refined, confident, authentic self. And there you have it. 8 things old money women never wear. Not because they can't, but because they choose not to. They understand that elegance isn't built on labels, trends, or attention-grabbing outfits. It's built on restraint, intention, and quiet confidence. Old money style isn't about how much you spend, it's about how well you spend. On pieces that last, that fit, and that reflect who you truly are. It's about dressing in a way that says, I know myself. I don't need to prove anything. You don't need a trust fund to look refined. You don't need a stylist to build a timeless wardrobe. And you definitely don't need to follow every trend to be considered stylish. Because the real secret, less really, is more. Quality always outshines quantity. And confidence, not clothing, is the ultimate luxury. So take a look at your closet. Ask yourself, am I buying to impress others or to express who I am? Start curating your wardrobe like a woman of legacy. Choose fabrics that feel like luxury. Tailor your pieces to perfection. Let your accessories whisper, not scream. And most of all, wear your confidence like it's your most valuable investment. Because it is. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or just a little eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who'd love this message. And tell us in the comments, which of these old money rules are you ready to follow? Thanks for watching, and remember, true elegance never shouts, it simply arrives.